Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back for those folks who have supported the channel. This is your host, D Rich. And you know what? I didn't want to make a video today regarding this or whatnot, but it's been heavily weighing on my mind. But first of all, let me always ask, how is everybody doing? And again, as always, I hope all of you are doing well, and I hope that you guys have been in good health and good spirits along the way in my absence. And you know what? I'm not going to be apologetic as far as my absence has been noticed by a lot of folks, and I apologize to those folks. Okay. You know, sometimes you hit a wall in life, and sometimes you have to take a step back and you have to realize other things. And you know what? Other things were important during my absence. And you know what? There's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs. And you know what? We're getting ready to do things here that we need to do and talk about. So on today's video, it's been a wild ride since January 2nd. Okay, both myself and my wife, we traveled up to the Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals game from here in Nashville, which is about 5 hours away, maybe even less depending on how fast you drive. But anyway, this was one of the second to last games of the season, and it was a big time game. It was really built up, and I was excited. As you guys know, who's been following me, I am a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. Okay, no matter what you want to say about politics or woke or whatever. I love football. I played 14 seasons myself, so it's kind of like hard to get away from football, especially if I can't play it physically. I do believe I could play still, but you know what? I'm still going to support the team. However, being here this night, January 2nd, as you can see the picture here, this is my personal picture that I took. There's other pictures that I have, but this one in particular is Damar Hamlin, the team's meeting near center, field, in the middle of the field where he collapsed. So this has been heavily on my mind for the last several weeks, and you know what, it's not going to go away. So in order for me to express myself, I have to be able to express it, hear views, hear comments. You can even call me crazy at the end of this video. What I'm going to tell you here is this. I don't know what happened, how it happened. It could have been the helmet to the chest. I don't know. I'm only speculating that it could be something different, and being in this stadium, I've never been here before, but I can tell you what, this is probably the most electric, exciting crowd that I've ever been in, as far as, engagement, as far as, fan, hysteria, whatever you want to call it. I've been to several stadiums. I've been to a lot of good football games. But this particular stadium just was electric this night, and you could just feel the energy and the atmosphere from both teams, and things like that. Well anticipated game, as you all know, but I'm no longer going to be quiet when it comes to this. I've posted a lot of things on my Twitter feed, so if you're ever there, you can follow me at drich5531. And you can kind of hear some of my takes on how I feel about the NFL and the Buffalo Bills and this whole situation. Now, if you watched this past weekend's game against the Bengals, it was a very lackluster performance by the Buffalo Bills. Something that's not the team that I saw this whole entire season. And I get it. You know what? There's been a lot of things going on. You just had the radio announcer this past Monday had heart problems. You had Damar Hamlin's situation. Then you also had Kim Pegula, who is the owner of the Buffalo Bills, who had unexpected health issues. things like that. So for me, losing on Sunday was closure, so that everybody can heal. Buffalo Bill fans, Buffalo Bill family members, and things like that. And it's time for closure, but it's also time for truth. Okay. While in the stadium, I was sitting next to a gentleman who had connections with the Covington Police Department and the Cincinnati Medical Center, who confirmed these things with me, that Hamlin had passed away. So 9 minutes of CPR, things like that. 9 minutes. Let's just think about it, folks. 9 minutes of being in a cardiac arrest. Okay, 9 minutes. You do your research. I work in a field where I have to be CPR and AED certified and things like that. And you know what? 3-4 minutes of not being responsive after a cardiac arrest, you have potential issues moving forward in life if you are resuscitated, and things like that. And you know what? I pray for Damar. I pray for his family. I want to make sure that I make that very clear. Okay, and it's heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking while I was sitting in my seat, dumbfounded, and not like knowing, like, I was kind of like, wow, this happened. But sometimes things that happen create moments of other people being able to open up their eyes to see and witness deception, things like that. And I'm not saying that we are being deceived, but we are in a way being deceived, because if you do a little research and you look at some of the things that led up to this, some of the tweets maybe potentially by doctors or whatever. I'm not saying I'm just only speculating from some of the information that I've come across. But most importantly, you see the foundation going live, his children's foundation going live, like maybe 3 days before this game. And then you look at some of the video where you got Josh Allen talking about 333 and things like that, numerology. And if you understand those things, you kind of get where these guys are going. Now, I'm not suggesting that this all happened. I mean, it's kind of like, did it happen? I mean, I witnessed it. I saw it. I mean, nobody can tell me anything different. But what I can say is that it's kind of strange and it's kind of weird that these things are continue to pop up as far as conspiracy. And as you've seen on Sunday, supposedly Damar showed up to the game. We want to know if you can walk and you can walk into a locker room and things like that. We want to be able to see your face. So NFL, Buffalo Bills, we need answers. We need to come to an agreement to disagree that something is not right. Okay, and we need to know the truth. The fans need to know the truth. Okay, there's 50-something thousand fans in this stadium, maybe even more. We need to know the truth. Okay, we need to know the truth. What's going on with Damar? We need to really know what's going on. It just seems strange that every time you see a picture, it looks weird. Or you see like a person, you don't get to see like the hands. You don't get to see the face. You don't get to see any of that. So it's kind of like, okay, what are we supposed to believe? Now, again, I'm only speculating. Okay? I'm only speculating. That's the only thing that I can do. So just do your research. But, as a Bills fan, I want to know the truth. I got to get this off of my chest because it's just been bothering me. And out of all people, my wife thinks that sometimes my thoughts are a little lucid. But you know what? That's just the way I think. I think outside of the box. I don't shut narratives down. I just think, okay? It takes critical thinking to look past some of the smoke and mirrors so that you're not duped or fooled into believing one narrative while shutting out the other. You got to participate in both equally. You got to give the benefit of the doubt to those who don't believe that this might be some sort of event or hoax or scary event, because at the end of the day, people are watching this. People were blowing up my phone. My family members, what's going on with the game? Was there like an attack or something like that on the game? Because, or whatever. And, I had multiple messages, co-workers, because they knew I was going to the game, making sure that I was okay. And I had to, only hear what was going around in the stadium. Oh, he broke his neck, or, oh, he had problems being hit in the chest by T. Higgins and all that. I don't know about all that. I played 14, 15 different football seasons, and I've never seen any thing like this. Someone make a tackle, someone gets up, a normal looking tackle at that, get up and just, fall. Never seen it. Okay. And even watching the Buffalo Bills, watching sports since NFL 12, 13, 14 years old, things like that. That's how long I've been a Bills fan. Okay. Growing up. All right. So it's kind of like I'm attached to this team in some sort of way, with the struggles, with the losses, the Super Bowls, and everything else. This does not feel right. It feels strange. It feels weird. And for me, I need to know the truth. I think there's other people out there that needs to know the truth. And NFL, Buffalo Bills, we need to know the truth. And if you can't keep a secret too much longer, because people are going to start catching on. And I do believe this is why we had the Buffalo Bills exit the playoffs early and in fashion that they did, is because you gotta get this story to go away. Okay. And I think that the sloppy work that the NFL did by bringing this person, I'm just calling him a person, okay, in the Kubota to the locker room. Everybody's seen it. Okay. If you haven't seen it, I suggest that you go do some research and look at it. Okay, for yourselves. You decide for yourselves. Okay, I'm not telling you what to look at. You could call me crazy. You could call me, I'm not calling it the vaccine either. Okay, I don't know. But something just ain't right. All right. You go back and look at the announcer. You go back and look at Kim. You go back and look at all these other athletes. Okay, doing the same thing. Something just ain't right, because guess what? Now that it's starting to hit our land here in America, the cover up. You could cover it up once, okay, and you could probably get away with it once, okay. Let it happen twice. Let it happen 2, 3, 4 times. Then the cover up is the obvious, okay. We see a lot of cover up going on in our country, and you know what? The big reveal, folks, ladies and gentlemen, is that they are going to try to trick you. Okay, and I don't talk religious on my videos. I am a very faithful person. I believe in the Lord, and I believe in the Lord Savior, and that's just where I believe what I believe. Okay, it has nothing to do with anyone else. I hope that you do believe. I hope that you do believe in something greater than yourself. Okay, what I will say is they're going to introduce the Antichrist. Okay, this is how they're going to trick you to praise false gods, false prophets, things like that. Just look at it. All right, you got Tebow, who kneeled on the field. They didn't like that. Now everybody is kneeling and praying over the situation. They should, okay, but it should be with the right spirits. Okay, this is a false spirit trying to enter. Okay, and if you look at the year, so far, so I've experienced personally. I've experienced personal spiritual attacks, and you know what? I could feel it. Something is different about 2023. I don't know what it is, but just wanted to make sure I got on this video. I will be making more videos. I will start talking about different ideas about what's going on in our world today, because it's important. If I don't say anything, then who else will? And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not afraid to have consequences come my way, whether it be negative talk, people talking crap about how I feel or what I think. But you're not going to tell me what I saw personally. No one's going to tell me, oh, you didn't see that. Well, yeah, that's going to be hard for you to do. Everything else, yes, it could be speculative in the manner that it is. But I'll tell you what, okay, being a conspiracy theorist, let's go back to my wife and how some things happen for a reason for other people to wake up. Like I tell my wife all these lucid ideas. She's like, okay, whatever, it's tough. It's tough to be me in the way I think. Well, you know what? This moment woke her up, okay? Really woke her up. And sometimes certain things will wake people up. All right, we need to wake up. We need to wake up, and we need to continue to wake up. And some people, it's going to be harder than others, okay? But you know what? You need to wake up. You need to wake your friends up. You need to stop being afraid to say the things that are fact and truth. And I'm not going to shy away anymore because this has just been heavy on me for the last 22 days. 22 days since January 2nd. It's January 24th, 2023, and it still bothers me. And I know a lot of people are out there wondering what the freak is going on. So we are going to continue to go down this hole, look through this with clear eyes, and make sure that we come out on the end of our vibrations, making sure that we share in the truth equally and the same, because at the end of the day, that's all we have. We have truth, we have trust, we have all of those things that keep us connected. And a lot of people want to know the truth. And sometimes, again, truth is a hard pill to swallow. And if you unpeel that onion, you know what? You're going to cry. Okay, you're going to get that onion filled in your eyeballs. And that's just the way it's going to go. But once you continue to peel it, you're going to start to reveal the truth to yourself. And you're going to become whole with yourself, where you can just be honest with anything and everyone, and that's just the vibration and the energy that we need to put out there. So anyway, I don't want to get to ranting on this, but I hope you understood where I was coming from. I know it was kind of a lot of mumble in there, but you know what, the most part is that I'm still concerned about the situation as a Bills fan. I mean, it's still heavy on my mind, and yeah, we had a great season, but that's just not here nor there, because we're looking for truth. We're looking for truth for Kim. We're looking truth for the announcer and Damar, and we want to find out. And the more and more we dig, and the more and more we put the NFL on notice, the Buffalo Bills on notice. Hey, sometimes we just got to get to the truth. We got to find out the truth. And somebody is not telling the truth, and we need to get down to it. So anyway, folks, we'll be back to doing more videos, because sometimes you get inspired by certain small things to proceed with what you want to do. You know what? It's not like I needed to leave or wanted to leave. I just needed to take care of some other things. And you know what? Sometimes, certain things have to be sparked in order for you to put out content. So anyway, moving forward, we'll begin to put out either short videos or short clips, and kind of give you updates with the crypto market or digital assets. And we'll get refreshed on that, and we'll get debriefed on some of the things that I've been doing on that level. But for now, I wanted to get this off of my chest and make sure that everybody can share this video. Okay, again, I was at that game, so you're not going to tell me what the freak I saw. All right. And some of the things that I heard, some of the things that I talked to people with, okay? So you do your own due diligence and figure out the rest. Anyway, folks, I hope that everything is well so far this year. And again, I hope that everybody is well, and good health, good spirits, and good energy, as always. As always, though, God bless, take care, and treat everybody with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.